Hello, friends. Today, how to end twin flame separation forever. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Kurt. I am the world's #1 twin flame coach. I've personally coached over 7,000 twin flames. I've helped a lot of people to be in a permanent relationship with their twin flame, married, living together. I'll show you a couple of those real fast at some point in the video. And I think it's important. I don't say that to brag, you guys. It's just I was in your position once. You're looking around on the internet and there's all these different people claiming to be twin flame coaches telling you what to do and you're like, I don't know. It's everybody's telling me different stuff. Which person do I trust? Right? So I don't know. Look at the person that has the proven track record. Now, before you understand how to end separation with your twin flame, we need to talk first about what these words mean, you guys. This is one of the first things. This is one of the first, like, big light bulb moments I had, big aha moments that I had, right? Was I started asking some questions because I met my twin flame, and you get into these twin flame chat rooms and Facebook groups, and they're all using this lingo: separation, union, detaching, divine masculine, divine feminine, push pull, right? And the big ones are separation and union. Okay. And you think those are relationship statuses with your twin flame, right? They're not. Now, when you understand what those words really are and where they really came from, it's going to make the meaning of those words make so much more sense to you. You're going to understand like how those words ended up there in the twin flame community. Okay. So let me just get right into it here. I'll start by showing you this. So this is I think what you would call a research paper, a scholarly article. This is from an actual psychology student, probably working on her thesis or her doctorate, and then peer reviewed by her peer here, David Luke. So this is what you call a peer reviewed research paper published in something called Frontiers Journal of Psychology. And Jessica here is a psychology student who is calling on the psychological institution to start taking the phenomenon of spontaneous spiritual awakenings seriously. Now, look at the words that she uses. I highlighted some words here for you. Union, right off the bat. What is she talking about? Is she a twin flame? No, she is not. She probably hasn't even heard of that. She's a psychology student, guys. Okay. The word union is not a relationship status with your twin flame. And by the way, point of order, from here on out, I'm going to start referring to twin flame as SI, simultaneous incarnation. So just keep up with me here. I'm the world's leading twin flame coach, and I'm doing that for a reason. Simultaneous incarnation, SI. I'm going to try to remember throughout the rest of the video here. I'm going to call it, instead of twin flames, I'm going to call it SI. This is real, guys. You're not fucking crazy. You might feel a little crazy. I get it. And this is kind of what this woman is addressing, like why that happens, okay? It's a forced spiritual awakening. And she calls it a spontaneous spiritual awakening, but same thing, right? I call it forced. She calls it spontaneous, same thing. And so just point of order there. For the rest of the video, I'm going to call it SI. I'm going to try something new. Okay, instead of twin flames. Also, she's talking about non-dual merging, an experience of oneness with perceived ultimate reality. What is she talking about? Interesting. Okay, what about this guy, Ram Dass? You ever heard of him? How would you know what genuine spiritualism is if you saw it? Well, I don't know. Let's see what the masters have to say. Who are the masters? Buddha, Jesus, Paramahansa Yogananda, Ram Dass, Ram Dass, right? Uh, Alan Watts, Rupert Spira, Eckhart Tolle. Okay. And they're always using this word separateness. These are the recognized spiritual masters, not some dime a dozen YouTube guru, not some dime a dozen twin flame coach. Okay. This is a real phenomenon, guys. SI, simultaneous incarnations. This is real. And there's a real explanation as to how it works. There is a way that it works. It doesn't work any way you want it to. It works the way it works, guys, just like everything else. And why is that? Because it's real. All real phenomenon, all actual existing real phenomenon in the universe have an explanation. Even if we don't know what that is yet, there is a way that it works. Maybe we haven't explained how it works yet in some cases, but in many cases we do. Look, here he is again talking about separation. Separation. What is he talking about? Oh, look, there's this thumbnail. This one right here, this thumbnail, it's got Ram Dass and Alan Watts. Interesting. So again, the great masters, the predicament of the separate self. Interesting. What is Ram Dass talking about? Here's another thing that you could do on my YouTube channel. And by the way, I already made a video specifically about this topic, what these words are. It's this video right here. I'm also going to link this video down below for you where I go more deeply into it. So how those words ended up in the Twin Flame chat rooms and communities. So it's this video right here. I will link it down below for you. But if you scroll down, so I'm on the home page of my YouTube channel. Here's my students, by the way. She's married to her twin flame. She's married to her twin flame. She's living with her twin flame. They're going to be getting married pretty soon. She's with her twin flame. She's with her twin flame. She's married to her twin flame. She's with her twin flame. She's with her. It just goes on and on, guys. Okay. So that's that. Now, here's Eckhart Tolle, Rupert Spira. This is a gal that I found. She's new. And the reason I put these people on here, guys, is because I want to show you what genuine spiritualism is. And it isn't healing. Okay, that's another video that I'm going to link down below for you. The myth about healing. And there isn't anything wrong with healing, but you don't need to do that, guys. It's actually easier to get your twin flame to stop rejecting you than people are telling you it is. Okay, they're telling you to do all this weird psychological stuff, right? Healing. And then they put the label spiritual on it. Yeah? You know who's going to tell you that healing is not spiritual? Eckhart Tolle, Rupert Spira, Ram Dass, Yogananda, Anna Brown. She teaches true non-duality spiritualism. Non-duality means beyond mind. And there's nothing wrong with healing. It just doesn't help you right here, guys, with your SI. It doesn't help you with your SI, your twin flame. It doesn't make you spiritual. Healing is okay to do. It's just not really spiritualism, and it doesn't help you with your spirit, your soul. You know, your SI, your twin flame is your soul. You guys are supposed to be the same soul, right? Right. Okay. So why do I need to work on my mind? And just go watch the healing video. I'm not going to argue with anybody about it. If you ask, again, any of the great spiritual masters, Buddha, Jesus, Yogananda, Eckhart Tolle, Ram Dass, they're going to tell you you don't need to do healing. But that doesn't stop all the New Agers on YouTube arguing with me all day long, telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. Why? So, okay, so you think you're smarter than Buddha and Jesus and Eckhart Tolle? I don't think so, guys. And then another thing, They're going to tell you that Kurt over at New World All Star doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You guys need to be doing your healing, blah, blah, blah. But you know what they don't have? Thousands of students who they've helped to be with their twin. I have done that. So I just want to say that myth busted. Go watch my twin flame healing video. I'll put it in the description down below for you. So here's Anna Brown again. Maybe you've never heard of her, but the reason I like her is she's teaching genuine spiritualism, not the made up new age Fruity Loop stuff on the internet. Real spiritualism. And guys, I just want to say this. I'm not saying any of that stuff to be mean, guys. I'm not trying to be a jerk, and I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I don't. It's just, how are we ever going to get anywhere with any of this stuff if we don't figure out how all this stuff really does actually work? Like, if you just listen to people that keep making stuff up and they don't know what they're talking about, is that going to help you? I'm just saying. Like, I realize most of the people that are telling you to do all that kind of stuff, healing, and they're telling you that separation and union are a stage with your SI, most of them probably think they're trying to help. Most of them are probably good people, but they're just confused, guys. That's why the advice they're giving you isn't helping you. Okay? We need to get this all straightened out. There is a way that these things work. There is a thing called truth, guys. All right? So I'm not saying any of that stuff to be a jerk. I was in your shoes. I was struggling. The desperation, the sleepless nights, the obsessive thinking. I went through all that shit, guys. And now I realize that meeting my SI was actually the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Best thing that's ever happened to me. All right. Now, she talks about separation. So she's talking about there's no separate doer. She's talking about the mind, guys. The mind is what is separation. Oh, look, she's talking about non-duality. What's that? Whoops. I didn't mean to actually click on it. That's okay. Rupert Spira, another highly recognized modern day spiritual master. He loves to teach what's called non-duality. See, there it is right here in his description. Non-duality. What is he talking about? Right? That's genuine spiritualism. That's what it is. And I'll give you some resources where I explain exactly what that is. I don't need to repeat that stuff in this video. You guys, my YouTube channel is a treasure trove of information. So I'll get into that with you. Let's look at Mr. Spira here. Separation. Losing the sense of separation and sexual intimacy. Okay. Feeling the core of separation. Consciousness, ego, and being self-aware. Collapsing the separation between awareness and the objects of experience. The collapse of the sense of separation between you and others. What is the separate self? What's he talking about in this one? What is the separate self? Yeah, maybe you should go watch this video. Why does he call it that? Why does he keep using the word separation? And again, this psychology student using the word union in a peer-reviewed research article, calling on the psychological community to start taking something called a spontaneous spiritual awakening seriously, right? Because again, people are like going crazy having this kind of forced spiritual awakening, which is exactly what you guys are going through. You met your twin flame, your SI. You met your SI, and they trigger the breakdown of your ego mind, and you feel like you're going fucking nuts. And then some people that go through this experience, they end up in the psychologist's office, and the psychologist just says, oh, well, you have PTSD or something, and they prescribe them some fucking medications or something. And it doesn't help, because that's not what's wrong with them. What's wrong with them is actually nothing, technically. Okay? But union is when you come out of the painful part of this awakening that you're going through, you guys, and you feel this sense of oneness and connectedness to everything that is, guys. That's what those words are. Union is where you experience yourself as one with all or as one with your twin flame, and you don't think your way there. So remember, body, mind, soul, right? So you don't need the fancy new age woo woo healing crap. That's psychology, and it's not even real psychology, guys. If you want to do psychology, go get a real psychologist. Most of the stuff that these new agers on YouTube, again, a lot of them very well meaning. I know that they really think that they're helping you, but they're not, guys, because the advice that they're giving you is a bunch of self invalidating, self gaslighting bullshit. If you want to do healing, go talk to a real psychologist, guys. I have actually done that, but I did it to work out issues with my parents, you guys. It had nothing to do with my SI. How did I get her to stop rejecting me? Align with my soul. Go beyond the mind. The mind, you can heal that all day long, but no amount of healing is ever going to make you more of a soul. You don't think your way into the soul. If I rearrange the contents of my mind or think different thoughts or feel different emotions, then I'll be a soul. I'll be spiritual. No. Guys, this is why I'm always telling you to read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle is recognized as the modern day Buddha. Go start. You want to get your SI, your twin flame to come back? You got to read that book, guys. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Let me give you some more resources here. So we already saw these lovely ladies. Oh, there's this one thing I wanted to show you. By the way, maybe I should do this in a different video, but it just bears mentioning. Um, One of the things that I talk about in this video is how you have to stop making your other self, your twin flame, your SI, right? You got to stop making them the goal. And then this person goes, yeah, isn't it interesting how everybody is still focusing on attracting their twin back and making it the end goal? You cannot have a union relationship until you stop making them the goal, right? Because that's separation, guys. The mind thinks I am me and my other self, my twin flame, my SI, other self. You're both the same soul. You're not the mind. You're the soul. Remember, body, mind, soul. Who are you beyond the mind? You're the soul. The soul is the true self, guys. The mind is who you think you are. You think that you are thinking and feeling emotions. That's not you. That's an entity. The real self is the soul and its consciousness. It's non-dual. There's that word again, non-duality. It's beyond the duality of mind. The mind is separation, and it perceives your twin flame, your other self, as separate. I have to get them to come back. We, us, we are separate. That's what that word is really talking about. It's the mind's perception of reality. It's the mental perception of reality. Everything is separate from me. There's I, and then there's everything else that's separate from me. Union or unity consciousness is where you experience yourself as this being who is one with all. And it's not even that you're one with all, because that's technically a subject-object relationship again. I am one with all. It's not even that. It's just, there's just one thing and that's all of it. And I am that. It's like that. That's union. That's what that word is, guys. You are not your mind. You are consciousness. You are not a thinker. Consciousness is not thought, and you can't understand consciousness, and you don't need to. You experience it, guys. This is deeper than the mind. And you experience oneness with your twin. And again, it's not even that you're experiencing oneness with your twin. I am one with my twin. Not quite, guys. I am. I am my twin. I am me. So there's not me and my twin. It's just me. Are you the mind? No, you're the soul. And you and your other self, your twin flame, you are the same soul. So that makes them you. Literally now, And here's another thing that'll blow your mind, you guys. Oh my damn. You are not even going to believe this, you guys. So, again, real quick, in the description of all of my videos, I always put this video explaining more deeply how those words ended up in the Twin Flame community. I've also got this free masterclass that you can go watch, absolutely free. Also, I'm going to link down below for you my Twin Flame Science playlist and also my True Twin Flame Teachings playlist. So the Twin Flame Science playlist, the first two videos, I explain exactly what simultaneous incarnations are. Your twin flame is actually one of your past lives. Your twin flame, you're watching a replay every time you see them. You're watching a replay of things that you did in one of your past lives. So when your other self, your twin flame, when they do the thing that we call die, when they reincarnate, they're going to be you. Serious. Your twin flame is your soul, guys. You really are the same soul as they are. And then this one, what are twin flames? I explain why your twin flame runs. What is that push-pull? And so in this video, what are twin flames? I explain why everybody is using divine masculine, divine feminine, right? So go check that out. That's the twin flame push-pull, DM, DF. That's where that came from. There's a real reason why they do that, guys. It's mechanics. It's not psychological. It's mechanics, guys. And then last is my True Twin Flame Teachings playlist. Just about every question that you could think of when it comes to twin flames. Go check this out, guys. Go check out these free resources on my YouTube channel. There's also my paid coaching on my website, newworldallstar.com. It's not expensive. It's extremely comprehensive. And I even have payment plans. I'll take the total package price and break it up into 6 payments, and you can get started right away with your first payment. That's the deal. That's the spiel. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.